Hey guys, it's Blaire, the Love Guru, and today I wanted to make a very special video for you because I was inspired to make the video. And what happened is I'm cooking dinner, and I am cooking a huge Thanksgiving feast. Now, we're not in November, it's not time for Thanksgiving, we're in the middle of March here, and yes, it's a school night, it's a Thursday. But I just decided over the weekend, I said, you know what? I really like turkey and I love the whole turkey dinner thing. I love all the stuffing and the cranberry and everything that goes along with it. And I said, I'm just going to get myself a turkey and I'm going to make myself a feast. And what kept playing in my mind as I'm preparing the turkey, because it's in the oven now, was that whole saying. It's like the slogan, because you're worth it. And I think this is something that I think you hear a lot in cosmetics, like it's not Maybelline, maybe it's like L'Oreal or something else, that it's not like maybe it's Maybelline. Oh, that's not it, but whatever, you get the idea. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe I should explain it. So I'll explain it. That's why I'm here. I'm here to explain things for you. So it was ringing in my ear over and over that because you're worth it. You're making this feast because you're worth it. I don't have a guy coming over. I'm not going on a date. I'm not preparing for somebody. I don't have people, I'm not having a party. No one's coming over. It is for me. This whole turkey fiesta, is for me. And it's because I'm worth it. And I'm wondering, what is it worth for you? What are you doing for yourself because you're worth it? See, because many times we do these special things because we have someone coming over, because we're having a dinner party, or because we're cooking for a date, or we're trying to impress somebody, or whatever. And that's the special occasion, and that's the reason why you're pulling out the big guns. But what about for yourself? What are you doing for yourself because you're worth it? Many times we rush through the meals in our lives. We take them to go, and I'm very guilty of this too. I love my Chipotle, love me some Chipotle. I could pick that up every day of the week. I just love it. In and out, in and out, constantly picking up. I go to my Italian place, picking up. And I love it. And it's easy, because let somebody else cook it for me. I don't want to bother. And isn't that our attitude? Like, let's rush through these things. And actually, one of the most loving things that we can do for ourselves is cook for ourselves. So why wouldn't you want to prepare your food rather than taking something on the go, rather than having somebody prepare it for you, rather than grabbing something that's from the freezer or picking up a pie? Rather than doing all that, one way to really show yourself that you love you, I love me, I'm making myself a Thanksgiving feast, well, cook for yourself. Take the time. When I brought this up to different people, I'm not going to name names. We're protecting the innocent, or the guilty, actually. When I brought this up to somebody else, they said, I can't be bothered. I like going out to fancy restaurants. Okay, and I don't really feel like cooking these days. I'm not in the mood, and thank God I have the money that I can go out and pay for food all the time. Okay, but are you really nourishing yourself? Because when I cook for myself, I feel loved. I really feel loved and taken care of and special. And isn't that a gift that you would want to be giving to yourself? Many people get into relationships and we look for the other person to be cooking for us. I know I did. Hey, my ex, he used to cook every single meal for me. And that was something that I had on my ideal man checklist. I wanted a guy who cooked. I mean, if I could find a chef, I would find him. I would date him, I would marry him, and I would put him in the kitchen and he would be cooking for me. And you know what? That's what I found. So I loved that. But one of the things that I really learned through that experience was that this is my responsibility. It's my responsibility to be taking care of myself, to be loving myself, to be providing for myself in this way. So I wanted to pass it on to you. I need to get back to cooking because I have the turkey going, but I still have other responsibilities. I need to be cooking the stuffing. I have cranberry, and I'm making potato pudding, which is a Jewish thing, but I like it, and yes, I'm Jewish. So I'm preparing all of these things, and maybe I'll do dessert, but I already had dessert today, so I think that might be off limits. I might be cut off from dessert. But I'll be happy because I'm going to be having my Thanksgiving feast. So I pass this on to you. Hopefully it inspires you to cook for yourself something wonderful because you're worth it. I send you lots of love. Bye-bye.